Hello my people, hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to VicTeeFashionHub program just with Victoria. So you guys, I'm so sorry, last week I couldn't make the video because I was so busy. This week I'm busy, but I just decided I must make this video with my voice. So yeah, I am making a video. So this video this week is not going to be much fun. And thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And you guys, you know, if you don't know people, you guys will not subscribe, you will not comment. I will God carry us to big level too, so people will be commenting on our page and liking our page too. So today's video is just about, I'm going to be talking about fashion today. As you all know, I'm a fashion designer. The name of my brand is VicTeeFashionHub. Yeah, VicTeeFashionHub, no more. So today's video is all about equipment you need to start a fashion business. Yeah, the equipment you need that to start your fashion business. First thing I'm going to be talking about today is, and before I get there, if you have not subscribed and you're watching this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you all know I love you so much, I always do. So thank you so much. So the first thing we're going to be talking about the equipment needed for you before you open your YouTube, before you open your fashion business. Actually, so first thing you need to know, first thing you need to have is your sewing machine. Very important. That's the most important thing of all, because this is what you're going to use to sew that clothes. So that's the first thing you need to get. You need to get a good sewing machine. It's not much you go for what do they call it, light electric machine. Is it electric or I want to remember what they say, light machine, the one that use to collect light. The one that they plug with light, I forget what they are calling it. So it's not much you get that. You can get manual machine, like I say manual, like normal machine that you can be using your leg. That's what I'm using. It's just that you bring more. Normally light machine, electric machine, it's good to sew clothes because it makes your work neater and all of that. Good, it's nice. But if you cannot afford it, just afford what you can. Just buy what you can afford and get started. Start from somewhere. I've not buy my own light machine. There's no money yet, but the one I'm using, when you see my clothes, you know, you will even say that, oh, this is did I use light machine? And I pray that God will provide. And it depends on the shop you want to open. If you want to start small like me, just want to start, you can just buy a normal machine and start using it, make your work neat. But if you want to start with a big shop and all of that, you can just buy your light machine, maybe a little, not too much, just buy like 6-5, so just to start up your business. And the next one you are going to go for is tape measure. We call it tape, yeah. Tape measure, you need, there are different kind of tape measure. Honestly, there are different kind of tape measure. You need to be careful on which one you use. I would advise to use a good tape rule. Use a good tape rule to do your work. Really, it's going to help your this thing, because there's some tape rule you measure someone, and when the person wears the clothes, like, mama, I want care. Like I measure the person. So it's just something, I'm just joking actually. So second one is get a good tape rule. And the third one is chalk. Yeah, there are different kind of chalk. There are some chalk that you buy, the mouth is very thick, and there's some one tiny. I would advise you to buy the tiny one, because when you buy the bigger one, it will spoil your chalk and you will not even get to know the chalk line. For you to get the bigger one, you should be a good fashion designer, because sometimes it may throw a bomb in your face, you just cut rubbish. So be careful on the chalk you use. Then the next one is scissors. Scissors is the most important one. There are some scissors that is light and there are some scissors that is very heavy. The heavy one for me is too heavy. When you carry it depending, you look at my hand. So when I first started, I want to do it, girl. I went to go and buy the bigger one. So it's almost ruined me for my hand. This place, it's peeled my hand. So it may work for you, but it doesn't work for me. I use the light one. I forgot to bring heat, but don't worry, you go to market and get the light one. It's really good for your work. You need to get a good scissor. There are different kind of scissors. There are scissors for zigzag scissors, there are one for straight, there are one. Just get every one that you can afford. It makes your work neat. Then the next one is pin and needle. Yeah, you need to get pin for needle for the machine, and they are size 18, 16. There are different kind of sizes. You need to ask people the one that your own machine is using. My own is using size 18 actually. So you need to get the good needle. You know, there are some needle that before you use it, like you just hear under your machine. So there are some toys that you use that is not good for. So you need to get good one. I think PH or I can't remember the name, but get a good needle. And needle to safety pin, office pin, everything is good for fashion designer, because you need to pick, especially if you're a starter, you're a beginner, you need office pin, safety pin to hold your clothes. So you're not going to get basic. So you're not going to hold people money for clothes. You know there are some clothes, that is 80k. So you're not come and hold person clothes. So get a good get a hand needle, office pin, safety pin that's good for your business. Then the next one is get a good cutting table. Honestly, good cutting. You know, when you're cutting clothes, when your table is too small, your back will hurt. I mean, like this, sometimes I cut clothes in the floor. I get used to it that when I stand up, my back is always paining me. So get a good table machine. Get a good cutting table. Honestly, it's really good. So it makes your work neater. And good table that I'm talking about, cutting table, the edge should be smooth. There are some table. There was one table my mom made for me when I first started. The table is rough like this. What I had to be managing, put it, because it's so rough. You need to get a smooth table machine that's going to make your work neater, and that is going to, when you are cutting, you not be putting, not be entering the inside of the table. You know, there are the table that will have I don't know what to call it. So that what I'm trying to say is make like the height should be okay, the table should be smooth, the height should be okay, everything should be nice. And the next one is iron table. Iron table, normally every fashion designer used the table they used to cut clothes to iron table, but normally you need to have different for both of them. For cutting clothes different, or iron should be different. But for me, that's what I use. But when I got money and I open shop, I'm going to use have the two. But the next one is a good iron. Honestly, a good iron is very important for a fashion designer. A iron. There was a time my iron spoiled, though I had to go and buy another one. And iron is very important now. I bought one iron, 10k. Look at it. So it's something that you need to work on. Buy a good iron. It's very important in fashion designer. So get a good iron, please. A good iron is very important for the fashion designer. There is no fashion designer that will tell me that it's not using iron for possible. Is before you be putting clothes beside the machine, but now iron is very important. It will even make your work more neat. And the last one I'm going to be talking about is good lights. As a fashion designer, you need to get a good light. Maybe you're in Nigeria that you are like me and her light is not good. You can get a good generator that is going to work for iron, work for sewing machine, and different kind of. Get a good light is very important, because it's very important for a fashion designer. You cannot start a fashion designer without a good light. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. I love you guys so much. You all know I do. And thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I love you guys so much. See